Just an hour north of Wellington City, tucked into the Paikakariki Hill, is a golf club that is a true hidden gem. The Pauatahanui Golf Club is a classic Kiwi 9-holer, perfectly positioned in this picturesque valley.
You come up over the hill and you don't actually realise that there's a course or this sort of space here, and it's beautiful. Native birds in the bush, and it's a gem. Really good for the golfer who just wants to come out and get away from it all, really, and have a nice relaxing time. Just come up the long driveway and then you pop out to this little piece of paradise here.
But 10 years ago, the New Zealand Transport Agency decided to pave Paradise and put in Transmission Gully, the country's largest transport project, leaving the members to ponder a difficult decision.
I think the main problem was whether we stay or whether we go. But when it came down to it, everyone agreed that no, we don't want to lose what we have here, which is a great asset for the area. And we decided to hang in, and here we are.
Pauatahanui has a long history of fighting for its existence. The club began in the 1960s when some colourful characters weren't welcome at Wellington's private clubs, so found some farmland, pitched tents each weekend, and cut these 9 holes from the bush themselves. It's that sense of camaraderie from its founding members that attracted club captain Len Thomas to Pauatahanui many years ago.
When I first joined, I came out here on a Sunday morning with my next-door neighbour who brought me out for a hit. Met all the guys, played a round of golf and joined up there and then. It's a very social, very enjoyable place to play golf.
But this tight-knit golfing community was almost stopped in their tracks when the NZTA began rolling out an $850 million highway through the north of Wellington.
So Transmission Gully is the biggest roading project in New Zealand. It's going to deliver an expressway basically through to Wellington, to the outer northern suburbs. One of the issues, there's existing property along the way. A lot of it was farmland, but there just happened to be a golf club right in the middle of it. So instead of just taking a cash payout and closing down, the committee realised that the best way forward was to get NZTA to build the course for them. They were there meeting with everyone involved all the way through, and that's the only way you can achieve an outcome as good as what's happened here.
The challenge was to keep the 9 holes in play, and that was the difficult part about it. Originally there were 6 holes to be replaced. There was a couple of parcels of land which were purchased next door, but the main issue was keeping the course open and keeping it playable for the existing members that were on the course.
The key change saw 2 holes cut from a neighbouring beef and sheep farm, with both holes getting members and visitors talking.
There's a parcel of land that was purchased from the farm next door. Predominantly, the stream runs through the middle of it. It's a very marshland area, so we had to fill a lot of the areas for the landing zones. It's definitely a difficult hole, but I think a very challenging hole and exciting for the golfers.
It's pretty daunting. It can be a 2-shot hole for those that hit a big ball, but for probably the majority of our players out here, including myself, it's probably a 3-shot to the green hole, because we've got a big wetlands area, which is part of it, that you've got to get over. Second or third shot, you've got the wetlands in front of you, which if you hit in there, you're not going to find your ball. You've got an out of bounds right along the left-hand boundary of the course, and inside that is a hazard. There's a lot of balls going in into the swampy area there at this stage. Yeah.
3 is right up on top of a hill, quite a stunning drop shot par 3 over the creek as well, so it's incorporated the stream very nicely.
Not only did the club replace 2 entire holes, but all the greens were redesigned, and the members lowered the troublesome 4th green, which had long been a bugbear of the club. Opportunities like this are rarely available to country clubs.
Building a golf course is a major undertaking. It's a bigger project than most people involved with a board of a golf club have ever done in their lives. Whereas for an NZTA, they do $850 million roading projects. A few million for a golf course is a small project for them. So they know how to make sure that everything happens on time. And this course, from first construction to people playing it, the new layout, was just over a year. I mean, that's phenomenal when you think that, they redesigned the whole course.
Despite a reborn course, there's no doubting Pauatahanui has kept its country charm.
I think it's been added to myself. playing the old course and playing the new course. I think it's certainly better than what it was and a bigger challenge, but still retains its country club type atmosphere. You know, you can be raining in Wellington, you come out here and it's fine. Get around the golf and no problem, don't get wet. Have a beer in the clubhouse afterwards and away you go.
A new lease of life for the course has brought a new focus for the club. Women and children are encouraged along too. Pauatahanui is not just a golf club, but now a social hub for the community. And the first 5 months have seen all green fee records broken, with plenty of former members returning.
It's great, everyone's loving it. The course is a lot more challenging, better designed, and everyone's loving it. The feedback's been really positive. Green fees have increased dramatically, and we're getting memberships in and we're getting a lot of repeat business, so those people are now looking at becoming members as well. It's really good to see they're loving the course as much as we love it. And it's that community thing, becoming involved in more community events, and the community's getting involved with us.
When you talk to Larissa, she's telling me every day I'm talking to her, they're coming back again and again. If you talk to anyone on the committee, they're just blown away with how successful it is. NZTA doing backflips in their offices, I believe, on how well this is going. And so am I. I mean, it's great to know you've been part of something that is going to last generations.
No longer a hidden gem in a hidden valley, Pauatahanui is now the talk of Wellington and beyond. And the welcome mat is always out.
Oh, anyone that wants to come and play, families, husbands, wives, teenagers, you name it, they're all welcome here. As I said, the first time I came here, I was made welcome, and it's just such a friendly and welcoming atmosphere. So I'd recommend it to anyone.